Hello, and thank you so much for coming back to join me for today's video. So, for this video, I'm going to be sharing with you some ideas on things you can make other than turkey for Thanksgiving. So, if you'd like to see some of my ideas, and these are things that I've actually tried, then please keep on watching. Just so you know, I do upload a daily video on this channel all about budget food. So it can be recipes, taste test reviews, little tips and tricks, or just a little talking video about some cool ideas, tips, tricks, stuff like that. So please make sure that you do subscribe, hit that notification bell, turn it on to all, that way you are notified. So Thanksgiving is coming up in 5 days? It's coming up real quick. So a lot of people, when they think of Thanksgiving, they think that you have to make turkey, and that isn't always the case. Sean and I don't really like turkey. To be fair, we also don't spend Thanksgiving here. We usually go over to families like a lot of people do. But when we have spent Thanksgiving just us and I've actually made fried chicken. That's what we prefer. So Thanksgiving doesn't have to be just turkey. Okay? So here's some of my things that I've actually tried and are actually really good substitutes, or that are maybe a little bit different, or maybe just, Anyway, so obviously the closest thing you can do to turkey is chicken. So let's say maybe you can't afford a turkey this year, or maybe there's just not a ton of people. For Sean and myself, I've done just chicken. I've done the fried chicken, obviously, but I've done just a whole chicken. With the chicken, you can season it exactly the same way that you would do a turkey. So if you have a particular way you love to do a turkey, you can do that with the chicken. Chicken also goes really well with the very classic Thanksgiving side dishes like stuffing and cranberry sauce, mashed potatoes, rolls, and everything like that. Chicken is also extremely affordable. Depending on where you buy it, you can get whole chickens for 60, 70 cents a pound, which is extremely affordable compared to a turkey. Even a very, very small turkey, the cheapest ones I'm seeing in my town, which from talking to you guys, Utah, where I live, has pretty affordable grocery prices. The cheapest ones I've been seeing are like $1.25, $1.30 a pound. Getting a whole chicken is also way cheaper than just getting even a turkey breast. So if you do want to go a little bit more traditional with Thanksgiving, then maybe try doing like a whole chicken. It's affordable, it's tasty, and you can do the exact same preparation that you would do for a turkey. It also doesn't take as long to cook. So try chicken this year if maybe you want something a little bit different, but something that's very nostalgic and still has that same kind of flavor and everything like that. Another thing you could do is, if you and your family are vegetarian or vegan, squashes, things like butternut squash, acorn squash, you can totally make them savory. I think when a lot of people think of squash, they think that they just have to do like sweet with like the brown sugar, the butter, stuff like that. You don't have to. You can totally go savory. I've personally tried a stuffed squash and with like sage and rosemary, and you do like a nice roast, like roast it in the oven, and then you can actually stuff it. So if you make like a favorite like stuffing or something, you can actually put it inside of the squash. It's so good. So yeah, you can Google, look up on Pinterest, great recipes for doing squashes that aren't sweet. You can totally go savory. You don't have to make them vegetarian. You could add sausage, you could add bacon, you can add those types of things, but it can be your main dish this Thanksgiving. So once again, squash is very, very affordable, and maybe you're trying to go with something maybe a little bit more healthy or a little bit lighter, or maybe you're just trying to cut down on meat, or like I said, you're vegetarian or vegan. So you can definitely go the squash route. It's really, really good. Once again, it's still very much that fall, autumn kind of Thanksgiving feel to it, but it's not as, it's not a turkey. So definitely try a squash this year if maybe you want to cut down on the meat this year. Another thing that you can definitely do is fish. Once again, you don't have to go classic. You can do other types of meat if you do want to go with meat. One of my favorite fishes is salmon. Salmon is a little bit pricey, but you can find it very affordably. Catfish and tilapia and stuff, those are all really, really good meaty fishes as well. Those fishes have more, like, it's just, I don't know, it's not as light as, like, I think when a lot of people think of fish, it's gonna be like light, and those fish are very kind of meaty and substantial, and they can handle a lot of seasoning. So, you know, if you wanted to cut down, or maybe you just want to try something a little bit different, definitely go with fish. You could also do shellfish as well. I know different parts of the country, they do different types of thing for Thanksgiving, and I know a lot of like those southern Gulf coasts, even sometimes the East Coast, they do like those shrimp and crab boils and stuff like that. So you could definitely do that. You can definitely go with fish or shellfish this year, if you don't want to do just a turkey. And then at the same time, I'm just going to put this out there. You know, if you're alone, or if you don't want to do a huge meal, then one of the easiest things to do is, and people are going to think I'm weird for saying this, but something like a Hungry Man frozen dinner. I know it probably sounds super depressing, but there are some people that maybe don't want to cook a Thanksgiving meal just for themselves, or maybe you're kind of in a situation where things are tight, you want to celebrate, but you don't want to have to go and blow a ton of money. Those Hungry Man turkey frozen dinners, they're super good. They're like $3 or $4 a piece. Pop them in the oven, and it's a little bit something different. Buy a $5 bakery pie, you know, and you can do that. Something as simple as that. Just something to kind of commemorate the day. You don't have to go with something super expensive, super pricey. It's all about spending time with your friends, your family, your fur babies, or just spending it even sometimes by yourself and enjoying the day, taking care of you. You don't have to think of Thanksgiving as something you have to do like big and giant or anything like that. It doesn't have to be that way. Do whatever you want to do for Thanksgiving. If you want to go with the turkey, do the turkey. If you want to try the crab boil or the fish or the chicken or the squash, do that. If you don't want to celebrate at all, do that too. It's all about, that's all Thanksgiving is spending time with your friends, your family, or just by yourself with things or people that you care about. That's all it is, okay? So if that means being at your house with your fur babies around you, then that's what it is. There's nothing to be ashamed about. There's nothing to feel bad about. And sometimes just getting that frozen meal, that's all someone needs. So don't worry about that, okay? But those frozen meals are really, really good. And once again, it's something a little bit different, but they have the cranberry sauce, they have the stuffing, they have the turkey. So something really affordable, and it's a little bit different. And then also, if you or your family and you're having a really, really rough time this year, there are a lot of places all around the country where restaurants will offer free or very, very, very cheap Thanksgiving dinners. We have one here in our town. You can donate what you want. You don't have to donate. But once again, if maybe you're going to be alone this holiday and you don't want to be, check out your local area to see what restaurant or restaurants are going to be hosting a Thanksgiving type dinner. Go and meet someone else. Go sit with that older lady that's by herself. Maybe this is her first Thanksgiving alone. That is something that's going to be really awesome and would really make someone else's day. It would help you feel better. It would help them feel better. So, yeah, Thanksgiving, it's whatever you want to do. That's what it is. It's a day for you to do what you want to do. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this different type of video. If you did, please go and give this video a thumbs up and share it. Leave a comment down below. Have you ever done an alternative type of Thanksgiving where you didn't make turkey? If you did, I would love to know what it is down below. I'm always interested in that kind of stuff. Don't forget, you can always follow me on my other social media. Share the video, give it a thumbs up. I'd appreciate that too. Don't go anywhere quite yet. Another video should start autoplaying here very shortly, or you can always click on one of the ones that'll be popping up around the screen. But yeah, I'll see you here in just